Alrighty lads, what's up? You're with Budget Monk and welcome to a new video. I made a really creative play, guys, by assaulting these forts as Tunis. I'm currently fighting in this footage the Mamelukes, and we're trying to separate pieces ally Tunis. And the Mamelukes are about literally twice as strong as me in terms of numbers, and they have significantly worse morale, but they have that cavalry combat ability. They run cavalry, and considering their numbers, we're just not strong enough to realistically beat them. So I'm trying to come up with a strategy as to how to defeat them, and I was really happy with the shrewd play that I made. As per usual, not deviating in any way, you would typically try to separate piece a nation's allies. That's what we're doing here by assaulting these forts. It's nice and early in the game. 24 years, as you can see, and I get a lucky walls breach here, so I'm able to assault this third fort. The other two were done via naval barrages, allowing us to assault. And what this does is it preps Tunis to be separately pieced. Now, look at what the Mamluk troops are going to do. Here they come. We've got a stack of 14 and a stack of 20, which my head is covering. They're on their way. What are they inclined to do? They're inclined to go for the capital to liberate it or for the other fort on the island. And what I do here in a moment is I actually try to contest the capital. Do you see that? Because my quality is decent, to dissuade them from standing on the capital and instead going into the island. And as they pile into the island, this is something that's a little bit of an innovation for my own personal play. I was really happy with this. You'll see here in a second that I've already prepped Tunis due to the occupations and the blockades, and we piece out Tunis. I was really proud of this, guys. It is hard. I was doing Consulate of the Sea as Aragon, a pretty hard achievement on very hard difficulty, and I challenged myself to do it before the year 1500. We ended up doing really well, had a really good game, but you can see that's about half of the Mamluk troops stuck there on this island. And I know that I've done plenty of island trap strategies before in the past. Some people might think it's cheesy, that sort of thing. That's absolutely fine, fair enough. But that did feel rewarding. It was all planned ahead of time, and there was really no other way I could really conceive of, because I don't do blatant exploits, guys. How are we actually going to defeat the Mamelukes when they're just so powerful? I anticipated that. I thought of it. I made that play. It worked really well, and I wanted to share that with you because that's something that, in my view, can be extrapolated to other areas, other islands. So just really quickly, for people who don't know, you need to control both sides of the port, the strait, excuse me, within the war. So it doesn't matter if you have military access, fleet basing rights, if they're your ally, it doesn't matter. They're stuck there. It doesn't even matter if they are exiled, as you can see. You can block the strait as long as you're beating them at sea, and they cannot move out of that. The only way that they can walk freely across the strait is if they own both sides of the strait in terms of occupations participating in the war, or alternatively, they defeat you at sea, right? And they walk out. Take, for example, even Venice. You'd obviously require a very powerful fleet, but say you're fighting a huge European war. One of the nations is allied to Venice, and you have a very powerful navy. We could land in Venice itself, assault Venice, because it typically doesn't have a large garrison. So use the navy to naval barrage, assault Venice, and then maybe use your transports to escort your troops out of Venice, whilst using your military fleet to dock in the Venetian port, right? And then a large amount, hopefully, of enemy troops walk into Venice to liberate it. You pull your fleet out both to trap them, but to also blockade, most of Venice's provinces on top of the occupation of Venice. Most likely you could peace out, and boom, they would be trapped there. Of course, piecing out Venice, removing any of their participating fleet in the war. A little bit creative, a little bit different. It can be difficult to, I don't want to rant forever in this video, just making it a quick one, but it can be quite difficult to actually use these islands when you don't have control over one of them. You don't have the fort from the beginning to actually manipulate the AI, but that's kind of a new little cheeky trick to me, and I was quite happy of how flawlessly it went. And I don't know about the next patch in Domination, guys. I'm excited to see, but this current patch has been really hard. very, very hard in a multitude of ways, so it feels good to kick ass. And with that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward to Domination. This is a little tactical video. That's why I put it up, because it is going to work regardless of the patch. It should work. But I'm hoping to pump out that content when Domination comes out shortly. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.